Today it's a day trip to Etretat. We'll give you options on how to get there and what to see, so stick around for all our Etretat tips. The sun rose over the port of Le Havre as our cruise ship pulled in. We chose to visit Etretat for the day. The weather looked great and we thought we might enjoy getting out into nature and going for a hike. Etretat is a breathtaking coastal town in France, with iconic cliffs and stunning viewpoints making it a special place to visit. There are a few options to get to Etretat from Le Havre. You can take a train from Le Havre to Brioté-Beuzeville, which takes about 20 minutes, and from there a bus to Etretat in another 30 minutes. Alternatively, you can take a direct bus from Le Havre, which takes around an hour. We chose to take the bus. Winter in Etretat is peaceful. It was like we had the whole town to ourselves. There were some restaurants open to have something to eat, but some attractions, like the house of Maurice Leblanc, the creator of the famous gentleman thief Arsène Lupin, were closed. We arrived and made our way to the famous Pebbly Beach to take in the stunning views that have inspired countless artists over the years, including Monet. The natural arches are the real stars of Etretat. The most famous one, the downstream arch, looks like an elephant dipping its trunk into the sea. The Alabaster Coast owes its name to the 140 kilometres of chalk cliffs between the Seine and the Somme estuaries. Formed underwater several million years ago, the cliffs are made of white chalk and flint. The chalk was formed from the accumulation of microscopic marine organisms, while the flint, which appears as dark bands, comes from silica deposits. They then rose up to become these giants. They seem eternal, but are actually fragile and constantly changing. Wind, tides, rain, and varying temperatures weaken them. Erosion causes regular landslides and the cliff to retreat. We wanted to take in these natural wonders from a higher vantage point, so we set off to one of the many lookouts along the coastline. Be warned, getting the best viewpoints requires a bit of effort. There are a lot of stairs and steep inclines, so wear comfortable shoes. The climb is totally worth it though, as the views from the top are spectacular. It's raining. The weather turned as the day progressed. It started to sprinkle as we reached the top of the first lookout. We didn't let it dampen our spirits, or our explorations. After all, it didn't seem to be bothering the locals. We made our way to a little cave and got up close and personal with the cliffs. You could see some fossils in the walls, and how the forces of nature had worked their magic in carving these formations out of the chalk. From the lookout, we spotted our next destination, a church perched high on top of the cliff, overlooking the town and the sea. Originally a sailor's church, it was destroyed during the German occupation in 1942, rebuilt and renamed in 1950 to Chapelle Notre-Dame de la Garde. We walked over to the other side of the beach. There were a lot more stairs on this side. It's a bit more of a challenge and you'll definitely be huffing and puffing as you make your ascent. The rain started to pick up and made the climb a little more difficult as the wind whipped raindrops into our eyes. We celebrated as we reached the top of the cliff, having beaten the elements of the wind and rain. We didn't get to enjoy the view for as long up here, though it was stunning. As much of an adventure as it may be, we didn't want to get stuck on top of the cliff in the storm that was rolling in. We decided to call it quits for the day and quickly descend back down the stairs, through town and onto the bus to return to Le Havre. Soaked to the bone, we didn't feel like staying out and exploring any more of the town. We headed back to the cruise ship for a dip in the hot tub and a relaxing afternoon on the ship. A day in Etretat is like stepping into a painting. Breathtaking views and a peaceful escape from the busy world. If you have any questions about what you've seen today or want to share some tips about Etretat, please feel free to comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our videos about other ports we visited and what we got up to. Thank you so much for watching until the end of the video. We hope we've been able to give you some guidance to help you when you visit Etretat. If you liked the video, make sure you click the like button, and if you know someone who is thinking of visiting Etretat, make sure you share this video with them. See you in the next video. À bientôt.